7 things that are no longer worth your money. Have you ever checked your bank account after a completely normal month and thought, wait, where did all my money go? You didn't buy anything crazy, no luxury splurges, just groceries, a few meals out, maybe a new phone because your old one was slowing down. Normal stuff. Yet somehow, the numbers don't add up. Here's what most people don't realize until it's too late: a lot of the things we spend on just aren't worth the cost anymore. Prices have gone nuts, and we're all just going along because it feels normal. I'm Nick, and I help people make sense of money, how to keep more of it instead of watching it vanish on overpriced junk. If you're tired of always feeling broke, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if this helps. 1. Fast food. Let's start with one that might hit a nerve: fast food isn't cheap anymore. Remember when grabbing a burger and fries was a quick, cheap option? Those days are gone. Now, a meal at McDonald's or Burger King can run $15 or $20. You're eating out of a paper bag in your car and paying what used to be a sit-down restaurant price. The food hasn't gotten better, it's the same as ever, just way more expensive. We've accepted it as normal because it's convenient, but the value is gone. 2. Eating out. And it's not just fast food. Sit-down restaurants are now a luxury. What used to be a casual dinner out has turned into a $70 or $80 bill for 2 people, at a regular spot, nothing fancy. Add drinks and a tip, and you're suddenly at $100 for one meal that's gone in an hour. There's nothing wrong with eating out sometimes, but when you do it several times a week, you're burning thousands a month on food you could make at home for a fraction of the price. Most people struggling with money are eating out far too often, and they don't even realize how much it's draining their finances. 3. New cars. Next, new cars. This one drives me crazy because the math is obvious. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses about 20% of its value instantly. You're making payments, paying interest, and the car is worth less every year. People justify it because they deserve it or want the latest model, but really, they're buying status and debt. A 3-year-old used car does the same job for half the price. New cars make you feel successful for a week, then keep you broke for 5 years. 4. Designer clothing. Let's talk clothes, specifically luxury brands. I'm not saying you should never buy quality. A good jacket or a solid pair of boots can be worth the money. But most of what people buy at designer prices isn't about quality, it's about logos. You can get the same white t-shirt for $10, or pay $200 because it has a logo on it. Nobody actually cares about the brand name except you. People go into debt trying to look stylish, but in reality, they're just funding marketing hype. 5. Vacations. Vacations used to be affordable if you planned smart. Cheap flights, budget hotels, local food, it worked. Now, even basic trips are insanely expensive. Flights, hotels, everything's up. But people still book big vacations they can't afford because they feel pressured by social media. Everyone else is posting travel pics, so they think they have to too. Then they're paying off that experience for months on credit. Travel is great, but not when it puts you in debt. You don't need to see the world at the cost of your future. Take smaller trips, explore close to home, and save big travel for when you can actually afford it. 6. Subscriptions. Streaming services are another sneaky money drain. Everyone has 5 or 6, Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, HBO, Amazon, whatever. 10 or 15 bucks each doesn't sound bad, until you realize you're paying $70 or $80 a month, nearly $1,000 a year to watch shows you barely touch. And somehow, people are still paying for cable too. $150 a month for hundreds of channels no one watches. Then there are gym memberships people never use but refuse to cancel. All that adds up to hundreds, even thousands, wasted every year. 7. New electronics. Every year, a new iPhone drops, and people line up even though their old one still works fine. Same goes for laptops, tablets, smartwatches, all with tiny upgrades that don't really change your life. A new phone is over $1,000 now, and people replace them every year or two. You could easily keep the same one for 4 or 5 years and save thousands. But tech companies are experts at convincing you that new equals better, when it rarely does. Worse, devices today are built to wear out faster. Planned obsolescence is real. The cycle keeps people spending non-stop, while their savings stay empty.